Hi, this is Earthy Indigo, psychic medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. This is a celebrity psychic reading, channeling, and update on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, or Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and the energies that's coming through and messages that's coming through. First, and the strongest message that comes through is a connection to both of them in social media. So I'm going to be the first one to predict it now, that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be the first royal couple to have what comes through is like a social media profile that's real and verified, for them and their use, or a royal social media profile like Instagram. It feels like Instagram. It doesn't feel like or it could be Twitter. But what's coming through to me is that they will have, it's giving off the energy of like the first royal selfie or selfie. Like it's this energy between them of not breaking the rules but just changing things. Like it's the 21st century, so to speak. But I'm predicting it now. It came through to me. They will have the first selfie, the first Instagram or Twitter, the first quote-unquote royal one. And there's also a connection to that. It could be their child, that kind of energy. Also, other messages that came through, or what's coming through around them, it is some energy behind the scenes of some sadness, some despair, some depression, but it will not last. It's not related to the actual marriage itself or a sadness between them for sadness sake. It's a connection to Meghan. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose, cure, treat, prevent, or anything of that nature, but it's a connection to Meghan and fertility like issues. Energetically, what's coming through to me is that through a struggle, through the in vitro, or through whatever it is that they have to do, because it's the energy of a process related to her in pregnancy, or it's not the easiest thing, or won't be the easiest thing. It's some despair around it, some sadness around it. But energetically, what's coming through is the energy that they will come out on the other side of things. It's positive on the other side of the despair and the depression and the sadness and the work that will go into conception. I got the Ace of Cups in reverse, and also the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. My apologies. The Nine of Swords upright. And then, of course, the channel messages that came through around them is what I just relayed. So the energy and the strongest messages that came through to me around them was issues with fertility, but they will come out on the other side. And I know that Meghan is fair skinned, even though she's black, she's biracial. but one drop of black blood and you know you black. It's a connection to this child, and her features are still her features are more Eurocentric, but she's still biracial, and one drop of black blood, you're black. That's how strong African genes are, and you can look it up yourself when it comes to melanin, how serious energetically what's coming through around them is that the child will be the first, most definitely, visually, the aesthetic of the child, it comes through. You will clearly see that this child comes from a person of color, even though she didn't pick up a lot of the genes and the features. Her child will have more color, and that's what's coming through around them. So, what came through the strongest was a connection to them and the first royal selfie, or the first royal Instagram or Twitter. It's not going to be something that's out of control or just wild, like, oh, we're taking it. No, it'll be, tasteful, but it's a breaking that barrier. Also a connection to issues around fertility, but they will come out on the other side. Energetically, that came through. And then also a connection to a child that definitely represents the diaspora and hues of color. Alright, I'm Earthy Indigo, psychic medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. Click on the link in the description to book a reading. Remember, it's 3 questions for $10. I'm Earthy Indigo, and I love to read for you. Also, I do relationships, synastry readings, astrology, natal chart readings, and phone readings are available. Bye.